How many of you have heard of Warren Miller, the ski film legend? How many of you have actually seen one of his movies? Oh, good. We got a lot of skiers in the crowd today. Now, Warren has a famous saying. It says in just about every single movie he makes. If you don't do it this year, you're just going to be a year older when you do. Now, he says that usually in reference to moving out to Vail or Aspen or Sun Valley and living the ski bum lifestyle, as if there's some inevitable pull that's going to make you want to pack up and quit your job and move on out there. But really, that saying can be applied to you guys in social network marketing. Because if you're not serious about social network marketing this year, you're just going to be another year older when you are. Here's why. You might think that you have too much going on already with the marketing channels that you're already trying to perfect, and that you can't devote resources to something new. The problem is, your customers are already starting to expect it. They're expecting to be able to get online and go to sites like Facebook or Twitter or others and actually communicate with the brands that they do business with. They expect to have conversations with the companies that they like best. And your competitors, they're either already out there or they're going to be out there shortly. And they're going to be the ones having conversations with your customers. And one day, you're going to wake up and you're going to say, I got to get serious about social media marketing. But by that time, you're already playing catch up. For me, the most important thing about giving a presentation or preparing for that presentation is knowing the audience. I'm going to actually spend a lot of time researching that, figuring out who they are, what companies they work for, what their positions are, and especially what they want to get out of this. You're all here to learn about social network marketing. So let me tell you a story about one of my own messages that went viral in my own social network. Now I'm a new father. I have a 1-year-old daughter, and a year ago when my wife went into labor, she went into labor very early in the morning. So I'm trying to wake up, rubbing sleep out of my eyes, throwing stuff in my bag, gingerly escorting her into the car, shutting the door, then jumping around the other side, jumping in, and off we go to the hospital. Now on the way to the hospital, my wife, she pulls out her cell phone, dials up her mother, and says, Mom, I'm having a baby! One person, one call, and that's it. Well, we get to the hospital. She delivers the baby. We have a happy, healthy, beautiful young girl. We're happy new parents. Everything's going well. A few hours later, we start getting a steady stream of visitors into our room in the maternity ward. My cell phone, my wife's cell phone, well, they start ringing off the hook. And a few days later, we get home, I open up the mailbox, and it's packed with cards and congratulations. Now remember, my wife made one phone call, told one person that she was having the baby. With that, I bet more than 200 people knew and were excited that my wife and I had our baby. So how did that happen? Well, here's how. Let's take this real-world example and use the terms of the virtual world. Well, my wife and I, we already had our social network in place. We had our friends, we had our family, and we had the friends of our family. And then secondly, we had a message that that network cared about. Hey, Jenny and Kelly, they had their baby. What do you know? And really, those are the two key points to successful marketing on social networks. Number one, build relationships. Number two, provide valuable content. Number one, build relationships. Number two, provide valuable content. And shortly, I'll go into the details on what both of those really mean. I really think stories are incredibly important when giving a presentation. If I can tack on a story to a point I'm trying to make, well, that's going to actually flesh out that point a lot better to the audience. Not only will it help them remember that point more, but it's also going to help build that relationship between me and the audience. So they're going to like me better. And when they leave the room after that, it's going to be that story they're going to remember, and with that point attached to it, they're going to remember that and actually feel like they got something of value out of it. A presentation that's just bullet points, really it's going to fall flat. There's not a lot of substance to it. People don't remember those very well. So it's the stories that stick. So before you dive into social networks for your company, you need to find out where your customers are. So ask your customers. And then when you find out what sites they're on, well, go to those sites. So let's say your target is young freestyle skiers, and you identify newschoolers.com as a site that you want to have a presence on. Well, go on that site, create a profile, but don't do anything yet. Just listen. Monitor that site and other sites and see what the conversation's about. Eventually, over time, you'll be able to actually add something of value. Not with a marketing message just yet, but something that actually enhances the conversation. You want to provide something of value to them that actually enhances the conversation. So let's say one of the users wants to find out what the best summer ski camps are. Well, throw out your opinion, not because it's going to lead to a direct sale, but because it's going to build that relationship. Think of it as a cocktail party. All the social norms you're going to use if you're working around the room, well, that applies also to these social network sites. And eventually, over time, you're going to build enough strong relationships that when you actually do have something valuable to say and something relevant to say, they're going to listen. And they're going to spread the word to their friends. When you do have your baby, you want people to be excited about that news because they care about you.